Welcome to Motor Vault Vehicles for Enthusiasts. I'm Josh, and we present this 2017 Porsche 911 4 GTS with a 7-speed manual. If you like the content we bring to you, give us a like, follow, and a subscribe. These cars, Targas, manual transmissions, GT Silver, it's a great combo, and we need to take a better look at this particular 991.2. Presented in GT Silver with black wheels, black interior, and the matte black roll hoop, Targa roll hoop. This car is understated, but is very pretty. And if you know what you're looking at, you know this is a special car. This one has a 7-speed manual. It has the RS styled wheels. This car is phenomenal. And let's take a better look inside this 911. The interior on this car also is extremely subtle, but has some great touches. But when you look around this car, the gauges look phenomenal. You could tell that somebody that was into watches was designing this, because with the white face on the clock, the white face on the gauges, and everything in here being very proper in German, with the final bit of the agate gray stitching. Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's nice. Hidden under this area back here is that lovely 3-liter twin turbo flat 6. Gives you all the power in the world. Get to 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds, which is quite quick with a car that has a manual transmission. And having that rear wing popped up looks quite proper when you're flying down the highway and you get that thing up at speed. It's nice, it helps, but the curvy bodywork of the 911 tied in with a little bit of heritage on the Targa, it is quite a look. And this one, you can go to any Cars and Coffee, you'll fly in under the radar, but the Porsche guys will know and love what this particular car is. Taking out the 2017 Porsche 911 4 GTS Targa. Have been able to drive a 22 Targa that was not a GTS, and it was not a 7-speed manual. So we're going to see a little bit of a difference between the two, and either way, we're driving a 911 Targa. Life is good. Straight out the gate, I can tell you that I truly love the 7-speed manual in this car. This is incredible. I mean, obviously the PDK is a masterpiece of its own, but when you're able to truly control everything yourself, it is a lovely experience. It truly is incredible what Porsche has been able to do with the 911 platform, and this one being a 991.2, the facelifted, updated 991. This car truly is a connected drive. I will mention straight out the gate, this car is extremely balanced. It has plenty of gear in it. You really don't need 7th unless you're trying to just fuel save, which is fine and acceptable. But if you're wanting to run it, you really don't need it. And this one, it's got the sport baffles on it. It's got the PDCC suspension. Yeah, this is all sorts of yumminess. With this being the GTS version, this has the 3-liter twin turbo flat 6 that cranks out 450 horsepower. This engine in the S was 420, and in the base Carrera is 370, 405 foot-pounds of torque. And it definitely makes a significant difference, even though it is on the same platform to the other cars. Yeah, this is plenty of power, especially with it being the 4 being the all-wheel drive. This car rips and grips in whatever gear, whatever RPM you want. This spec on this car is quite nice, quite understated, which I like. So that's a great thing about a 911, is that As long as it's not in a bright color, it really flies under the radar. But if you know what you're looking at, you get it. And if you see a Ford GTS, you really know you have a special driving machine. With the 991 chassis, when it was the .1, this car would have been naturally aspirated, not twin turbo. So when they went to the .2, that 3-liter became twin turboed. Big difference, more power, great sounds. And again, it's reliable power because Porsche knows what they're doing. Even with the manual gearbox, this car still rips from 0 to 60. 3.5 seconds, which is pretty good. And with the Targa open air experience, it is quite lovely. So if you like the content we bring to the channel, give us a like, a follow, and a subscribe, especially if you like those P cars. We've got plenty more coming at Motor Vault, so we will see you guys soon.